Alright, ready to go?
Whew.
Let's go! Welcome to the Benoit Pierre Show. Come on! So real quick, before we get into hello and good afternoon and everything else.
Man, this is very uncomfortable.
Carla and I thought we would give you our best version of Benoit Pierre today.
It looks like he's hiding his neck. He might as well do this.
Come on!
Wait.
Alright.
Wait.
Alright, so here we go!
Yeah, that's what it looks like. He's a turtle, like this.
Big shout out to Benoit Pierre. Got that collar going. Got the collar going.
How does he get it straight?
Let's go!
How does he get it so straight?
We thought we would get more sponsors and viewers if we threw our collar up. So we're going to roll with the collar up.
Mine keeps just...
By the way, I have a 2009 Federer Wimbledon shirt on underneath here, by the way. The gold trim. Had this for a long time, but I figured I would use it for the Benoit Pierre show. Let's go!
Since you played him.
Let's go! Alright.
Look at this.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. It is August the 30th, 2018, and we are here for our 78 show. Come on! We have a lot of second round action going on today. A lot of viewer comments, some old topics, some new topics, and I'm sure we'll find our way down some unwritten paths as we always do. So we anticipate the unknown, right?
Charlotte's lost.
Who?
Bouchard.
Bouchard lost?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't even have her written in, so I'm glad you mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we see more of Bouchard, not on Instagram.
We'll see her on Instagram. That's all we'll see her in.
All right.
Well, maybe if she put her collar up, it might help her tennis a bit, you know? And kick the ball, you know, with her feet, like a soccer player does.
All right, so let's jump right in like Benoit Pierre. Let's go. As always, a big thank you to all of you out there. Sorry, I forgot I'm a Federer fan. I thought I was looking more like Pierre. As always, a big thanks to all of you. That was all fun and games, by the way. We just finished watching that match where Federer won in a rather straightforward way, but I think if he plays like that against Kyrgios, well, if Kyrgios doesn't keep his cool, then there's no worries either way. But if Federer plays like that against a collected Kyrgios, which I've never seen, and then even somewhat okay Djokovic, Federer will lose, but we'll see what happens. We'll get into that. But thanks so much to all of you again, because if it's not for you, there is no us. So from the Stimpies to the Robert Stars to the Raheshes to the Kiyosamas to the Stefans to the Look to Dark Knight,
Wayne and Chia,
Isham, Misham. Come on, throw some more out there. Who am I missing?
Well, Dave Raines.
Dave Raines, Steve Clevenger. Oh man, and the list is going on. I almost say if you can give me some names, so I'm missing someone, I won't feel as bad. But so much thanks to all of you.
Dark Knight lately has been commenting.
Said Dark Knight.
Okay, you said Dark
The
Knight.
Look. I don't know if I said the Look.
The Looks, you said it, because they're the ones who always. And then B Dog also.
B Dog, what's up, Big Dog? And many more, But
Furzy09.
Furzy09, what's up, Furzy? So best of luck to all of you. Again, Benoit Pierre mode today. Let's go. Thanks to all of you. If it's not for you, it's not us existing. So thank you so much. All right, so some big matches went down, are going to go down today and still ongoing. Nishikori Monfils. Well, I lose my first fantasy team player. I lost Halep, but so did everyone else. So I've been perfect all the way through. If Monfils beats Nishikori, I shouldn't be beaten.
I've lost so many players.
Tonight, a good match. Di Manor, the young Australian, against the young American Tiafoe. Should be fun to watch. Pui, Baghdadis, I think they're ongoing now.
Baghdadis won the first set. I think Pui won the second one.
Federer took out Benoit Pierre. Kazatkina lost to Sasnovich, another girl from Belarus.
As for me.
As Sabalenka and as Azarenka. I have Azarenka in my fantasy team, so I'm going strong. Let's go. Sibylkova was playing Hisai a little while ago. I think Sibylkova actually won that match, and I think Sibylkova plays... I don't recall it right off the top of my head. We'll get to that. Monica Pui went to 11 deuces in the third set at 4-4 and eventually fell to Caroline Garcia. We'll get into that. Good match from both girls. I would have liked to have seen Pui win that, but good for Garcia as well. Kerber had a tough match against the Swedish girl,
She
Larson.
plays Sivakova, by the way.
Sivakova plays who?
Kerber.
Sivakova plays Kerber?
Mhm.
I like Kerber here.
It's a rematch from Wimbledon.
I like Kerber here. Sharapova plays Sursti tonight. Good match. Zvonareva was playing Sabalenka today. I think Sabalenka won that.
She did in straight sets.
Kyrgios had a really weird match against Herbert, and it went 4, and Kyrgios dealt the bagel in the 4th and has Federer upcoming. We're going to get into that. Benito versus Struff. I think
1-1. They're split sets.
But I thought it was in the 3rd already.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So Struff won the 1st, Benito the 2nd, Struff the 3rd, Benito the 4th, and they're on the 5th set now.
Let's go, Benito! Let's go!
Another 5th setter, Carreno Busta and Sousa. They're on the 5th set too.
Carreno Busta and Sousa 5th set?
Mm-hmm.
Irrelevant. Let's go, Benito! Let's go! Come on, last major ever. Let's get it done.
And Haase and Goffin are split sets, and they're on the 3rd set.
Good match against a veteran and a Goffin. Been around for a while, but let's see what happens here. Haase is known to cause a lot of issues for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Let's go! So that's just a lot of matches that are currently going, or just brief results before we get into that later on. We are going to get into it, so let's dig deep. Let's go! Benoit Pierre. Let's go. Poll questions. I've got a couple of poll questions. Number 1, Cornet being penalized for changing her shirt on the court. So
yeah, but it was reversed.
I understand that, but let's get down to the thick of it. Did she deserve that? I say no, unequivocally no. A lot of your tennis outfits that she wears to go train in are merely just a sports bra.
Yeah.
So I don't find anything offensive about that, and I'm somewhat conservative about attire on a tennis court. I mean, stuff like that doesn't bother me. But even from a very conservative standpoint, a sports bra to me is perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's not even showing anything. They're not even attractive. They cover everything.
And furthermore, again, I mean, I've been known to take my shirt off and change to a dry shirt on the court.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
a lot of guys do it.
Not a big deal, right?
Yeah.
So,
like Azarenka said, ridiculous. This is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be different if it was some type of undergarment or something that wasn't like strapped in, like where there's no chance of error. Then we could talk about it. But let's be real here. There was no penalty, and thus why I think it was reversed. But either way, I thought that was kind of a whack thing. But feel free to weigh in on that.
I wonder what happened to that umpire. Did he get in trouble for it?
I mean, did Cornet deserve that?
No.
She did.
They did interview her. I didn't watch the interview. I can't believe that was even a topic.
Yeah, I'm gonna shed both. Well, I guess I'll keep it on.
You gotta be hot.
I'm hot.
Well, just go back there and change the shirt like Cornet did.
Well, then I might get a penalty. I might get flagged and lose 18 subscribers because I changed my shirt on air.
Well, you can go behind the camera.
All right, so next poll question. Here we go. Weigh in on that one. Next poll question. How far can Azarenka or Sharapova, respectively, go in this U.S. Open? Real quick, let me lay down the potentials. Azarenka has Sloane Stephens next. Then she would have, if she gets through that match, obviously, then she would have either Strykova or Mertens. Not Bertens, Mertens. Then potentially Svitolina. Then potentially Serena or Pliskova in the semi before she would get to the final. Okay? That's Azarenka. Sharapova has potentially Ostapenko if she beats Sursti tonight.
Well, Ostapenko's battling right now in 3 sets with Townsend. So who knows if she'll even get out of it.
So if Sharapova wins tonight, she has the winner of Ostapenko-Townsend. Good fact.
Right, and if Townsend wins that, she has a better chance.
Then possibly Garcia. Oh, yeah, Garcia beat Puig, so she will face Garcia if she wins against Sursti. She'll face one of the Ostapenko or Townsend. Then potentially Kvitova or Wozniacki in... Oh, Kerber. Then possibly Kerber in the quarters. And then potentially Kvitova and Wozniacki in the semis in order to get to the final. Who has a better chance to go deep, Azarenka or Sharapova?
Well, I have Sharapova in my finals.
Will you hold this for a second?
Sure. I have Sharapova in my finals, so to me, it's no biggie. But Azarenka, if she can get through Stevens, then she'll have a much easier time than Sharapova would. Because Sharapova has Kvitova, like you said. either Wozniacki, Kerber, and those are tough players. Well, I don't know about Wozniacki, but Kerber is a tough player.
All right. Back in this thing. Let's go! Come on! Let's go! Plan.
You are promoting.
But that's my coaching certificate. Oh.
Here.
Hey, don't
he's penalized.
Don't give me a penalty.
You can't do that.
I don't need a penalty here.
You cannot do that.
Don't disubscribe because I'm changing my shirt.
You can't do that. That's illegal, right, guys?
Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Big 40 right here. Doing big things.
Okay.
Let's go.
On to the show.
Who goes further, Azarenka or Sharapova?
Well, like I said, I picked Sharapova in my bracket to face Serena in the finals. But I think if Azarenka gets through Stevens, then her matches are a bit easier than Sharapova's matches. Sharapova has a tough three opponents. Kerber, Kvitova, or Wozniacki. Wozniacki being the weaker one, in my opinion.
I can't even hear you stop.
Why?
Because you're so lovely, I get lost in your beauty.
Oh, brother. Oh, my gosh.
Let's go. Second poll question. Andy Murray calls out Verdasco for potentially coaching in the locker room in the midst of a changeover heading into the fourth set where they get 10 minutes respectively to change, shower down, to get ready for the long haul. Number one, real quick before we comment, wasn't Verdasco mentioned in a potential doubles match gambling scheme not long ago? Two, we have this. Obviously, I hope the accusations, both of them, are untrue.
They're not. The second one's not untrue.
So all I'm getting at is hopefully they're both untrue. Because for me, I think Verdasco is a really good veteran tennis player. Is he not?
He is.
So this late in your career, arguably, depending on votes, yay or nay, but arguably he could be a potential tennis Hall of Famer. At least that's what I was thinking before I started writing this earlier today. So we did a little research on Spanish tennis players, respectively, that are still yet to be logged into the Tennis Hall of Fame. Let me name these off. Obviously, we know David Ferrer just walked, or is about to walk away from the game. Is he a potential future Hall of Famer? Number one. Okay.
Yes.
A. Is David Ferrer a potential Hall of Famer in the future? Number one. Is Fernando Verdasco a potential Hall of Famer? And if he is, and any of these accusations that have been levied against him, illegal coaching in the locker room, or maybe they didn't know the rules, and then potential doubles fixing, even if it wasn't him and it was his partner. Nonetheless, these are things just brewing, and we may hear about these things 2 years from now after rulings have been levied. But does this affect his chances? So, in other words, if these accusations are true and you think he is a Hall of Fame contender in the future, if these arguments are found true, does it take away his home runs like Barry Bonds' home runs were taken away?
Yes, it
does. It take away...
Well, not the second one with the coaching. The first one, yes.
Metaphor. It's a figure of speech. Yes, Barry Bonds was doping, and I get all that. But this is a completely different thing. But I just meant that in retrospect. If you're trying to get into the Hall of Fame, I say Pete Rose. He gambled on the game. He was guilty as charged, and it didn't get him in the Hall of Fame, even though he should be, right? So all I'm saying is are these type of antics from players across the board in all of sports things that will hamper someone from getting in their respective Hall of Fame? Okay. Number three, Feliciano Lopez. Is he a future Hall of Famer? Now these are Spanish players. We know Nadal is. We know that's a given. We know that for a fact. Nicolas Almagro. Should he be in the Hall of Fame?
No.
Carlos Moya was number one in the world,
Yes.
won the French Open. Should
Definitely.
Carlos Moya be in the Hall of Fame?
Definitely.
He's not in yet.
No.
Juan Carlos Ferrero.
Definitely.
Doesn't he have two majors, a U.S. Open and a French Open?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely. And was number one, too.
And he was number one in the world, just like Moya, and is still not in the Hall of Fame.
No.
Okay. I'm going to name a couple off-the-wall people from a doubles perspective. Tennis. Bhupathi and P.S. Bhupathi and P.S. The Indian doubles team that I think Bhupathi, maybe even Paez are still playing. Hall of Famers? I think so. Nestor and Knowles, double specialists.
They are Hall of Famers.
They're already in?
Yeah.
Okay, what the Bryan brothers, they'll be in, double specialists, right? How about Goran Ivanisevic? Didn't Goran Ivanisevic even...
He won a Wimbledon.
Yeah, okay, I was going to say Australian, but he won Wimbledon.
No, if Novotny is in the Hall of Fame, who won just one Wimbledon, why wouldn't Ivanisevic also be in it?
Okay, well, how is it that Andy Roddick got into the Hall of Fame already? Andy Roddick is inducted in the Tennis Hall of Fame. He's won one U.S. Open, correct? He did make number one.
Many finals.
He did make many finals, and he did become number one in the world. So why is it that Juan Carlos Ferrero won two, and Moya, and both of them being respectively number one in the world? Why is Roddick in, who has a subpar game compared to either one of them? Why is he in and they're not?
Well, it's pretty messed up in my opinion. I actually did the research, and there are more people inducted from the United States than any other country. Not sure why.
All right.
I think there were maybe like 5 Spaniards, and they were Spaniards that we don't even know. It wasn't even in our time, except for Arantxa Sanchez.
That's a good toss out. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario. I think she won like 3 or 4 majors, didn't she?
She won 4.
She won 4, so
yeah.
She never won the French. She won 2 U.S. Opens.
I think it said
and
2
Wimbledons or something.
Yes.
I may be wrong there. Totally.
2 U.S. Opens, 2 Wimbledons.
Totally shot that from the hip. But I think Vicario won 2 Wimbledons and 2 U.S. Opens.
I'm pretty sure she did. She got to a final of the French Open, but she never won it.
All right, so let's think about that. Should any of these Spanish players respectively be in? And then why is Roddick in and not Ivanisevic? Why not Ferrero? Why not Moya? Good topics.
Yeah.
Good topic. All right, so is everyone ready for viewer comments?
Yeah, she won 4 slams.
Everyone ready for viewer comments? Everyone ready?
Yep.
Let's go. All right, so Carly, you ready?
Yes.
All right, so we are going to jump right now into viewer comments. I think we're doing pretty well on time, so Carla's going to get right into these comments. Again, we picked these comments up from the previous day's shows, and they're only so that way we don't take up too much of your time. And there's a lot of replies within these comments. So if these are the bigger topics, and then people reply within them, so we're kind of hitting on the big topics, so we can get into results and then upcoming third round matches.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Well, Rajesh sent me a...
I haven't heard these comments, by the way, before.
So I'm pronouncing Rajesh's name wrong, but he said to leave it like that.
So, yeah,
he said... It's actually Rajesh.
He said Rajesh, but he likes Rajesh.
He likes Rajesh, so
sounds
leave it at Rajesh.
Sounds kind of hip.
Well, he sent me a YouTube link with Djokovic's interview after he beat Fusovic. How do you say it? Fusovic. So thank you very much for that. Dark Knight says, Novak fans... You got your wish. Novak gets a night match tomorrow, and Roger plays a high noon. No excuses. Now he better win in straight sets.
He did. Roger won.
He's talking about Djokovic should win in straight sets. He's getting a night match.
Oh, he will. Djokovic will beat Sandgren easily.
Yeah, that'll be a joke. Wade Chia says, I must say, Kachanov is looking really good. I haven't seen any of his matches.
I think we've seen bits and pieces on highlight reels. Yeah, he looks good, but Nadal looks really, really, really good.
Yeah, he looks ripped.
Kachanov might get a lucky set against Nadal, but I really expect Nadal to win in straights. Maybe a 7-6, 7-5, 6-3. Kachanov might get a set.
Doesn't Nadal look like in perfect shape? His muscles are popping, and he looks like he's like ready to run.
You want me to show you these guns?
You got guns. I'm just saying, I've never seen him this fit. I mean, he makes Djokovic look like a beanpole.
Let's go.
All right, Rajesh says, am glad and lost. Kudos to Verdasco. I'm glad Andy lost. Kudos to Verdasco. Man, I know I don't like Andy, but I just feel so bad about his injury. I mean, you can tell the guy is hurting. He's just never going to be the same, in my opinion.
Look, Verdasco.
I like Verdasco.
Would have won in my opinion either way, especially if it went 5.
You know something?
Murray would have had.
Verdasco was missing his serve. He could have pushed that to another set, Andy.
But
he could have pushed it.
I'm glad Verdasco won, and not that I don't like Murray. I just don't care for his game, and not that I really care for Verdasco's either. However, Verdasco should have won that match, but
Considering Andy hasn't, considering he's not 100%, yes, he should have won that match.
Yeah, but why put an asterisk next to anything? You've got him cheating in the locker room.
To me, that's messed up. First of all, Justin,
he won fair and square, but now you've got an asterisk next to it saying this win was irrelevant because you actually cheated. That's not cool.
But the second one, Paul Anakin.
And I'm not saying you cheated or didn't. I'm just saying you have an asterisk
Actually,
there.
Paul Anakin, they interviewed him, and he did say that Verdasco said that he was not with his coach talking about that, but they saw his coach in the locker. It is a fact. His coach was in the locker, and that should not be allowed.
Well, what we read, and this is just read.
Not what I read. I saw the video today.
Yeah, well, we also read, and this may be fake news or not. I don't know.
It's real news.
But we read that Andy Murray went to the restroom, and his coach was in the stall right next to.
It's a fact.
So
it's a fact.
I'm not taking sides either way.
Either way, he would have lost anyway.
He would have lost anyway, in my opinion.
But it's not right.
But that's kind of like, it's kind of like.
He's being a little girl, because girls are the ones that get the coaches.
So who's worse off here? Andy for ratting, knowing that he probably would have lost anyway,
Verdasco's wrong,
or for someone to have an asterisk next to the win because they might have been told to hit more down the line when they would have been going cross court, which could inevitably.
And not only
lost
that, wasn't Verdasco being coached too? Well, and no one was understanding the Spanish.
I think they were talking from the sideline too. And again, no big deal. I mean, seriously,
it is a big deal.
Well, I think it's trivial to a certain degree.
No.
But why put an asterisk next to something? You already got the gambling thing for doubles going on. I don't get why. I'm not guilty either way. I mean, obviously innocent until proven guilty, but this just adds fuel to the fire.
No, he's guilty. They already. The second one's guilty.
Come on, man. You got to do better than that. A veteran. Let's go.
All right, Rajesh says, yes, Nishi Monfils will be a good match.
I can't wait for that match. I have Monfils on my fantasy team, and for me, Monfils and Nishikori this year for this tournament, before I even saw the draws, you can look at the shows, I called Monfils and Nishikori both being dark horses to win the whole darn tournament. And unfortunately, they have to meet in the third round. I'm rooting for Monfils here. I like Nishikori too, but I have Monfils on my fantasy team. If I win that match, if Monfils wins, or I have Raonic beat Wawrinka, there's no way Carla can catch me. There's no way she can beat me.
All right, next comment. Rajesh says, very sorry to hear that you guys are going through. Be strong, and God will help always.
Let's go.
Thank you, Rajesh. And I chatted with him last night. He sent me a nice voice message. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. That message was awesome. So Rajesh sent us some
I was able to put the voice note to the face.
Yes,
that was pretty cool.
He sent us a whole voice message that was really beautifully done. I give him a standing O for that. Yes. I mean, that was really, truly a beautiful thing. I think he's in Houston, by the way, which isn't terribly far from where we live. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Anytime, and I know people say that on media platforms, and it means nothing, but hey, seriously, let's go. But anyway, love the message. Salute you for that one. That was very, 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 very well done. Right? Mm-hmm. There we go. Let's go.
Next comment, Rajesh says, I'm vegetarian and I'm stronger than some people who eat meat. Just FYI.
This is a great thing. My father's vegetarian. He is 80 years old. He'll be 81 in January. He's a retired.
And he looks great.
He's a retired physician, and he's in great shape. I still think he has another 25 years in him.
My best friend is a vegetarian as well,
and he's vegetarian too. I think at some point it's kind of questionable in terms of overall strength, but it's highly debatable.
No, I don't.
If you're a professional,
I think if you're a professional athlete, it's a little bit different.
You have to sprinkle something in here and there. Sometimes the soy protein just doesn't do it, or the nut protein.
Well, you remember that student I had?
Sanjeev.
He was a vegetarian, but he would run out of gas if he played 2-3 matches a day. And he had to do something more than just being a vegetarian.
Yeah, Sanjeev, what was his last name? Sanjeev Gershani?
Gershani.
He was a really good player, still is a great player. We moved, and he is still playing to this day, but he was a vegetarian, and he's still a great player. I think that he could have been stronger if he would have hit a little bit of the weight room. I don't like weights either. I really don't like to lift them, but I
do.
I like the push-ups. I like the resistance. I like the sprints. I like the long matches. But sometimes that whey protein or some type of the isopure type protein. It's a synthetic protein, but sometimes it's tough to afford that stuff.
It gets expensive.
It gets expensive. So sometimes for me, eating like some clean, lean white tuna fish or some clean, lean white chicken breast with nothing on it, just out of the can.
Well, you don't like tuna, so.
So, I don't eat fish. I don't particularly care for it at all, and my kids can't eat it, or at least a couple of them can't eat it. So this white tuna is good out of a can. I think if that's your thing. Again, I can't eat fish. thinks it's okay, but we do a lot of pure white.
I don't eat seafood just because of the way the ocean.
Yeah, the ocean around here is pretty mercury infested. At least where we live in Alabama, there was an oil spill, and there has been a lot of discussion about fish that come out of the water where we live, so we choose not to eat it. And I don't think there's much new about that. We don't really eat much anyway. Nonetheless, though, great comment. It's great to be vegetarian. It's great for longevity. I'm no dietitian, but I think it's spectacular. But I think if you're an athlete and you're not substituting your animal protein for really high quality protein, it's hard to stay, in my opinion, super powerfully strong all the time and for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Next comment.
Just opinion, and I'm probably dead wrong.
Next comment, Rahesh says, guys, I'm in tears. Thank you, guys. He's referring to us telling him to keep giving us comments. Don't worry about if you're a Novak fan or Wawrinka fan or Santa fan. It doesn't matter.
Let's go. Comments are always welcomed, and no matter what. And let's be real here. I think we saw an example of this in Cincinnati, and we've talked about it a while. Djokovic fans come out, and 99.9% of the time, they're very professional, but they're very vocal, and they deserve to be that way. Again, right now I'm sporting my Federer hat, and I have my 2009 Federer shirt here that I was pulling the Benoit Pierre move with. But as long as you keep it professional, you're not making anybody mad.
Yeah.
There's keep the comments coming. Definitely.
I mean, just like we're entitled to love any athlete, music, food.
She loves Serena. Some people don't. I like Serena. Some people don't. You know, it's all in the fun of the game.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, next comment. But Dog02 says, Nadal gets another night match. Got us watching Jack Sock. Ugh, man. I can't stand watching that guy hit his forehand.
Did Jack Sock even win yesterday?
He lost.
Yeah, didn't we say...
I can't stand it. How do they even put that guy in a night match? What a wasted night match.
He's a good doubles player.
You know, I didn't watch the whole Nadal match, I'll be honest. I saw one set and I was very tired. It was a long day. I knew he would win after the first set. I said, I'm not watching the rest.
Look, Jack Sock's a good doubles player, but he should probably stick with that. It's
so much for American tennis.
Yeah, it's really awful to watch Jack Sock play singles these days. It just is. And no disrespect to him on a personal level.
I prefer watching Donald Young.
I'm sure he's a great guy. I'd much rather watch Donald Young than watch Jack Sock. Taylor or Donaldson go off on a referee or
Marty
something.
Fish, come back.
Yeah, come on, Marty Fish. But Jack Sock, man.
Tiafoe's way better.
He's just really caused a stink in and out of the locker room. He's done some questionable things in his game. How he got into the finals last year, I don't know.
His ranking's going to drop big time.
And how did Dimitrov win the finals last year? I don't know. Anyway, I mean, to the best of luck to Sock, but he's never been a superior player to me, regardless of making it to one final last year in London. And I think he won his lone Masters 1000 in Madrid last year.
Who knows?
Probably
those guys don't care at the end.
I forget, maybe wrong.
Next comment, Wayne Chia. Rafa's serve is on, 87% first serve, and only lost 1 point on the first serve in the first set. Wow, that's some pretty good percentage, Justin.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Next comment, Rahesh Kumar says, Justin, Carla does the intro better, and maybe you should alter each day.
Okay, I like criticism. I'll take that. I'll take that in stride. What she's talking about yesterday when you did it like 3 times before you got it right?
Yeah.
Huh? I'm just kidding. She did great. We'll see if she can do part 2 today.
Wayne Chia, since going down a break at 4-2 in the second set, Rafa has only dropped 1 point. How's that bounce back ability?
How's that what?
Bounce back ability. Bounce back
ability?
Yes.
Rafa has an intimidation factor that couples with his game in of itself. When he's playing someone like Pospisil, I mean, if he gets broken, I mean,
He'll be all right.
It's more like, yeah, well, we'll see what happens the next game.
Yeah.
No surprise there. Pospisil's a good player, though. He's a good overall player.
Yeah, he's a good player. But Nadal's too much for him.
Nothing like Nadal, though.
Wayne Chia says, surprisingly, Djokovic gets a night match over Roger tomorrow. Wonder if Djokovic requested it again, like at Wimby when he requested playing at center. Fair, though. Yes, very fair.
Fair enough.
Good for him that he got a night match. He needs it.
Fair enough.
Plus, it's good for the night crowd to see different people, not the same people all the time. Serena got 2 night matches, and I'm sure they're going to give her a 3rd night match.
You know, for this match for Djokovic, though, I think Djokovic, if he had to take a step back and say, you know what, I'd rather go ahead and play Sandgren in the day and therefore assure myself a night match for the 3rd round match.
Yeah, that probably would have been smarter.
Because Sandgren's not going to test him.
No.
He's just not. I think Sandgren could, I think Djokovic could play in 110-degree heat with 95% humidity and go through Sandgren with a smile.
Yeah, I agree.
So if I were Djokovic, I'd probably say, man, I might want to go ahead and get another day match in, so that way I'm assured to play Kyrgios or Federer at night.
Yeah.
But they're going to put that match anyway, so might as well assure himself the next one, because you know the fourth round is going to be at night anyway.
When Chia says Kyrgios hits shots between his legs when he did not have to. What is he thinking? What are most of these guys thinking? Benoit Pierre did the same thing.
Benoit Pierre was doing it today.
He did the same thing. I mean, why do you need to hit a tweener? I don't understand this. I mean, it's hard to hit a tweener and make it a winner.
I think sometimes I'm going to put this on over my shirt.
You're going to be hot.
No, I'm going to.
Here, I can do it for you.
Here's my theory. When you can't win tennis matches, when you can't win them, go on a shirt, dye your hair silver, hit some shots in between your legs.
It was blonde today.
Or whatever.
That's uncomfortable, by the way. I can't do it. It's too hot.
And I might get more sponsors.
You think maybe he's trying to make himself look longer, taller?
I don't know, but that beard got some salami stuck in it. I saw on his beard, he had some like chicken stuck in his beard, like up in this area. And then he wiped it off, and instead of him thinking it got off, he like accidentally wiped it in this area. So he had migrating chicken.
I'm hot just looking at you like that.
Let's go!
All right, next comment. Wayne Chia says, Papasile played well, actually. This will be a good preparation for a Kachanov match. Big serve and bigger hitter.
It is hot.
I told you it's hot. Yes, very true. It'll be a good warm-up for him, but I think he'll still handle Kachanov easily, in my opinion.
Yeah, it should be. I think it'll be straight sets. It might be a 7-6, 7-5-er with
it'll be like
with a 6-2.
At the Rogers Cup.
And he might drop a set, but Nadal's not going to lose this match.
Wayne Chia says, Nadal did not make a single enforced error in 6 games from 2 to 4 down. He pulled it out of his bag when he had to. Important to be in his form before Kachanov. Maybe I'm overestimating Kachanov. I don't think Kachanov will really, again.
Look, you know Nadal is kind of like me. He's a slow starter sometimes. Yeah. Kachanov might come out firing and catch like a 6-4 set, but once Nadal gets down and dirty, I think he has no shot.
Agree.
Remember where you're at. Let me check time because I know we're getting close. Yeah, we're at 32 minutes.
Okay.
So we are going to stop part 1 here. How many comments do you have left, roughly? When we come back, we are going to get right back into...
I have quite a few.
So we have more comments, a lot, and then we still have to get into ongoing current matches and results, and then upcoming matches tomorrow.
Right.
That's a lot. So we're going to be back 2 and 2, and we'll be right back. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for part 2. It's coming up now.